Miss Karen English Teacher presents How to Complete Your 7-Step Newspaper Assignment. In this lesson, you will learn what newspapers and advertisements consist of, how to notice English grammar and vocabulary, how to write English sentences, and how to create a newspaper ad. Let's get started right away so you can find out how to get 100%. Woo! For this assignment, you will use an English newspaper. By using a local paper or a family-centered magazine type, you can learn about news and activities in your community. Look at the cover of your newspaper. Notice the title. Notice the colors: purple, yellow, black, etc. Notice the date and how much the newspaper costs. Look on pages 1 and 2 inside your newspaper. Notice there are lots of numbers here in the table of contents and here in the In Every Issue section. Notice there are often numbers in some of the articles as well. Flip through the paper. Notice how many stories there are inside. This one is about chess. Notice the title. Read the stories. Look for different kinds of verbs and adjectives. Next, see if you can find a section that's about events going on in town. Read the activities to see if there are any that interest you. Look at the advertisements. Notice the numbers and other information in them. Look closely at the kinds of things that are being advertised. Now let's go back to the handout that you got in class. Let's read it. Students, you will be graded on 1. Ability to follow directions. Number 1 means that you do what is asked of you. You follow all the steps. You don't leave anything out. You hand in your work on time. Number 2. Grammar, punctuation, and spelling. Number 2 means that you use an English dictionary. You do not guess how things are spelled. You write your rough copy on another paper first. You will also be graded on number 3, neatness of your work. Number 3 means that your work is not wrinkled. It has no stains on it. It looks good. Your work is stapled properly. Everyone can read it effortlessly. Number 4, overall effort and creativity. Number 4 means that when it's time to work on this in class, you are concentrating. You are helping to edit your classmates' work, and you are asking your peers to edit you too. Your work shows creativity. It's not boring to read. Number 5. Your work must include your name and the date. Number 5 means that you write your full name. You don't write someone else's name. You don't write your dog's name or your cow's name. And you also write the date. Don't forget that in English, all months start with capital letters. Number 6. On the back of the assignment, write the grade you think you deserve and why. Number 6 means that I am curious as to what grade you think you should get. I might increase your grade if you sell me why you deserve a better grade. Let's go back to the whole assignment now and look at all the steps. Step number 1, write one paragraph for each of the points. Describe the cover of the newspaper. What objects do you see? What colors? Look at pages 2 and 3. Look for numbers and write sentences about these. Example: I see that the weather report says that it's going to be 25 Celsius today. Describe an ad. Example: I like the pizza ad because the picture makes it look so appetizing. Letter D. Find an object that you like and write about who you would give it to and why that person deserves it. Example: I see a dog on page 9. If I could have that dog, I'd give it to my sister because she really wants one. The last paragraph, letter E, says, find a business that bought an ad in the paper. Describe why you would like to work there. Example: I would like to work at the restaurant on page 20 because I love cooking. Let's turn the page now and look at step 2. Write sentences using the continuous or the progressive tense. That is, words that end in ing. Find the sentences. Write the sentences and which pages they are on. In letter B, demonstrate that you understand the words. Use the same verbs to write 5 new sentences. Step number 3. Find the section that describes community activities. Write a letter to a friend. Write to your friend to explain to him or her why you think he or she should meet you there. Step number 4, on the next page. Look for a photo or picture that you like and imagine you were there. Write a short story using the simple past tense. Examples of past tense verbs: I walked, I ran, I jumped, I thought, I went, I smiled, I ate, I drank, I drove, I slept, I convinced, I saw, I heard. You get the picture. Step 5. Write sentences that include adjectives. Examples of adjectives are red, green, pretty, ugly, hot, cold, dark, light, old, young, large, small, delicious. Next, use the same adjectives to write 5 new sentences. When you're done, woohoo! It's time to go to the next page. This is the last page of your assignment. Step 6. Write a 3-paragraph summary describing a story or article that interested you. Example for paragraph 1. Introduction. I chose the story on page 10 because the story I chose is about pollution and... Example for paragraph 2. The 3 main points in the article are that we should not pollute, we should recycle items, and we should eat less meat if we care about the planet. Example for paragraph 3. Conclusion. In conclusion, I learned a lot from reading this article, and I'm going to ask my parents for less stuff in the future. Step number 7. Design an advertisement for the newspaper. This is your last task for this assignment. Your ad must contain an image, adjectives, and numbers. Be creative. Have fun. When you're finished doing your rough copy, have checked for mistakes and reviewed all the steps in the checklist, you are ready to write on the handout that Miss Karen gave you. Do not fill it out until you are certain that you have done all your corrections first on your rough copy. Next, ask your parents to sign the good copy at the back so they can see the wonderful work you have done. Bring the good copy back to class on time. You don't want to lose marks for being late. Have fun. And remember, you can always ask Miss Karen for help by writing her at misskarenenglishteacher@outlook.com or by coming to see her at recess or after school. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye for now.